teşekkür ediyoruz hocam. Darwin Üniversitesi İslam Ekonomisi ve Finansı Merkezi Direktörü Profesör Doktor MEHMET ASUTAY hocamızı konuşmalarını yapmak üzere kürsüye davet ediyoruz.
Distinguished guests, colleagues and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good morning to everyone. I'm amazed to see the crowd, to be honest, therefore I'm speechless. A few years back, this was not possible in Turkey. I always bothered myself why Turkey was not moving into Islamic finance. In particular, academia was not doing much in Islamic finance. And today, seeing such a crowd here, it gives me hope that change is its own way. I remember the first conference I attended in Turkey on Islamic finance, although it was a professional conference, there wasn't anyone. It was 2009. And in the last 5 years, we have seen how the scenery have changed in Turkey. This is, as far as I know, is the largest conference, international conference in Turkey. Of course, we organized one in 2013 as part of the International Association for Islamic Economics and Finance. But that was an outside organization. But this is a local organization, a local university, Sakarya University, Islamic Finance program here, managed to gather all of us here from different parts of the world, and it is an amazing story. It's a starting of an amazing story. I always say that we managed to shake the entire world with Islamic finance, but Turkey was not shaking. And it is good to see. And therefore the whole idea of financial inclusion and Turkey wasn't moving into, and seeing today that it is happening, it gives another hope as well. And this is part of the democratic consolidation in the countries such as Indonesia and Turkey. With the expansion of democracy, we have seen how Islamic finance, but also look at the Arab Spring countries. The people in Oman went on the streets, not to regime change, but they wanted to have Islamic finance as part of the democratic change in the country. So Islamic finance has become going beyond being a financial instrument, but contributing to the transformation of societies. And that's the important part of the story. Islamic finance has been a great story. In the last 40 years, from a small village to the financial centers of the world. The leaders all over the world talking about Islamic finance, and they want to attract Islamic finance. And that has been the fantastic story. But financially has been very successful. But the issue is within our own imagination, the authenticity that we refer to Islamic ontology, and looking at the realities of the Muslim world requires Islamic finance to go beyond being just a financial instrument, but contribute to the larger transformation of the society, respond to economic development issues. And that is where I see Islamic finance. Rather than having this falsified understanding, Islamic capitalism and Islamic finance, no, the story is much beyond that. Capital accumulation, yes, Islamic finance contributes capital accumulation, but not Islamic capitalism. It is beyond that, transformation of societies. So within that authentic understanding, Islamic finance suggests entirely a different world. So far, Islamic finance, of course we are talking about $2 trillion, and large economies in the Muslim world, Indonesia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, unfortunately they have not put the entire muscle to develop Islamic finance industry. Turkey, the second largest economy in the Muslim world, in the world Islamic finance ranking is still the 10th, with less than 15 billion US dollar. So there is an hope, but when I see the list of colleagues coming from the regulated bodies of Turkey, it indicates that the political will is there in Turkey to develop Islamic finance industry. Recently I had 2 weeks of tours of the Indonesian universities. I could see the zeal among the Indonesian students to make a difference in Islamic finance. And looking at this crowd here, I can see that the same zeal here to develop Islamic finance further. And going beyond the financial success, the transactional success has been achieved, and let's hope, and such as this gathering and the gatherings in different parts of the world, hopefully contribute to the transformational part of the Islamic finance. We always refer to the necessity of human resource development for the development of Islamic finance industry. But that human resource development should not only be considered as just graduating students working in Islamic finance industry, but contributing to the knowledge development, taking this story further, locating Islamic finance within the larger body of Islamic moral economy. Changing the economy is not only the financial part of the societies, and therefore seeing new generations coming. It is the first time in the history, modern history of the Muslim world, we have Islamic finance programs. Students are educated and graduating with Islamic finance degrees. None of us had that chance. Recently, just last week, a student of mine came to me and wanted to change the program from Islamic finance to conventional. And when I asked her, she said that, look, I looked at all the professors specialized in Islamic finance in Durham. None of them has any degrees in Islamic finance, yet they have managed to come here. Then my response to that, well, unfortunately, we didn't have the chance. In our times, there wasn't any reference to Islamic finance in any schools, in any universities, in any part of the Muslim world, let alone in the Western part of the world. So, quite a number of programs emerging in different parts of the world, contributing to the expansion of our understanding and development of Islamic finance. And the research, that's the essential part. Yes, we might graduate students working in Islamic finance industry, but research and development, that is our major responsibility. In order to change, in order to continue to innovate and go beyond and contribute to the development of the economies and societies, research and development. The intellectual base is still weak. We haven't dealt with major conceptual issues in Islamic finance, Islamic economy, Islamic moral economy. And let's hope that we can transform this crowd here and the crowds in other parts of the world to contribute to research and development so that we can take this story to the next stage. So far, institutional development in Islamic banking and finance successful. Now in this stage, academic and training institutions, they have to consolidate so that we can reach to a level through which we can transform the societies in which we live. And that is the important contribution, that is the expectations. When we go to the peripheries in the Muslim world, still development is an issue. How we can use Islamic finance to develop the societies beyond the capital cities, contributing to the financial development only. As our story is much larger than the financialization and financial theory. I don't want to take your time. I'm grateful for colleagues working very hard, Professor Fatih Savaşan and his team, and in particular, Fatih Yardımcıoğlu and his team has contributed to the success of this program. And thank you to all of you who have traveled from the long distances to make this program a success. I'm sure we all enjoy the coming 3 days here. And with due respect, thank you very much again. And it's good to see all of you here. And hopefully we'll mingle through and chat about Islamic finance. There are plenty of things to discuss. Program is very heavy, and it's good to see you all here. Thank you.
Değerli hocamıza teşekkür ediyorum.